Hey gamers, I'm Daniel and welcome to LFG101 Part 5, Sample Combat Encounter. In this video, we're going to run a full combat encounter using the selective initiative system. In this example, we have 3 level 1 heroes fighting 4 goblins and 1 orc. For heroes, we have 3 of our LFG icons: Rock the Barbarian, Maya the Wizard, and Sokaris the Rogue. The enemies in this scenario are 1 orc grunt, 2 goblin raiders, and 2 goblin lackeys. The GM has organized the goblins to take turns in pairs, and we are using some of our initiative cards to make it easier to keep track of turns. Let's get into it. 2 goblins and an orc stand in the road about 50 feet ahead of you. You can see another pair of goblins peeking out from behind a nearby boulder. The orc looks your way and shouts, "Oi, trespassers!" If you want to act first, roll initiative. Ooh, I might be able to take a couple out real quick. 3 plus 4, only 7. I'm good. I'll wait and see what happens. I'm getting in there. Oh, nat 20, baby. It's orc bashing time. Ooh, all right. Well, can any of these guys beat a 20? No. Orc grunt? Definitely not. And the goblin raiders? 17 plus 2, 19. Oh, so close, but you just managed to act first. Rock, what do? 50 feet away, huh? I charge the orc. That's a run action and an attack action. The orc hesitates for just a moment as you rush in. Roll your attack. All right, greatsword plus 6. Ooh, 7 plus 6, 13. The orc gets its shield up just in time as your greatsword smashes into it. Roll your damage and see if you break the shield. It's got 5 hardness. All right, well, that's 2d6 plus 6 plus 2 for the charge, 13 damage. Your powerful strike shatters the wooden shield, and the orc's eyes show a hint of surprise as the pieces clatter to the ground. All right, who acts next? Let me go. Yeah, okay. I choose Maya the Wizard to go next. Can I see what the goblins are holding? You can clearly see the 2 goblins in the street. One has a crossbow, the other one has a little spear. The 2 behind the rock are a little bit harder to see, so you're not so sure about them. I cast Magic Missile. 1 missile at the goblin with the crossbow, and the other one at that first goblin behind the rock. A goblin sees you waving your arms and spends a reaction to try to interrupt you. Roll an opposed initiative check against that goblin. Oh no! 4 plus 4, 8. The goblin rolls 6 plus 2, 8. Oh, it's a tie. On a tie, we roll again. Let's go. 2 plus 2, 4. Oh, 7 plus 4, 11. Ha! Still my turn. That's what I thought. And he's definitely getting a missile now. The goblin holds up his crossbow but can't line up his shot before your spell goes off. The arcane missiles streak from your hand towards both goblins with crossbows. Roll your damage. Yeah, that is 4 plus 1, 5 on the first missile, and 3 on the second. Blah! The first goblin drops as your arcane missile bursts upon it. The second one screeches in pain, but stays standing. Well, I got one. I'm going to use my next big action to move and get some cover from that crossbow, and then I'm actually going to pick that goblin to act next. Okay, the goblin raiders take their turn as a pair. The one with the crossbow steps out from behind the rock and shifts its aim to the massive barbarian who just shattered a shield in one blow and lets fly. Boom! So this is 16 plus 2, that's 18 against your AC, Rock. And remember, you have minus 2 to your AC from the charge. Yeah, that's what the hit points are for. That's only 2 damage, but it does have the impale trait, so you'll take -1 on d20 rolls for 1 turn from the crossbow bolt lodged into your arm. The goblin pulls out a loading lever and starts reloading his crossbow as it steps behind the boulder again. The second goblin of the pair rushes out with its short spear and charges the barbarian. Oh, does it have reach? Little guy, little spear. It does not. Well, I took the extend reach feat, so I do have reach. Oh, nice. As the goblin rushes through your 10-foot reach, it provokes an attack of opportunity from you. Well, I use my reaction to swing at it. 14 plus 6 minus 1. 19. That's a hit. What's your minimum damage? 8. Yeah. Blah! The top half of the goblin hits the ground behind you from the momentum, but the legs, they're still on the ground in front of you. Nice hit. The raiders select the orc to act next. Well, you're standing right in front of him. He's got no shield left, so he's going to take a big two-handed swing at you with his battle axe. Bring it on. All right, it swings. Rah! That's 18 plus 3. That definitely hits you. It's two-handing, so it's going to add 3 to this. 7 damage, and then it yells something out in Goblin and looks towards the Goblin lackeys. Ooh, I speak Goblin. Ooh, me too. Oh, yeah. The orc said, "Kill this beast, and don't let them get to the tavern." And then it selects the Goblin lackey to go next. The Goblin yells, "Die, human scum!" and picks up the crossbow from the one that Maya had blasted and takes a shot at Sokaris. Boom. That's only a 7, so a crossbow bolt flies past you. Then the Goblin starts trying to reload. Sokaris, you're next. You little jerk. I move forward 30 feet and toss a dagger at that one. Oh, nat 1. Well, that's definitely a miss. Aw, man. Well, I guess that's it for now. That's the end of the round. All right, new round. Flip your initiative cards back to ready. And Sokaris, you went last, so you will pick who acts first this round. Oh, cool. Well, I'll go first then. I move to flank the orc with rock, then strike at it with my short sword. Oh, that's 19 plus 3 is 22, and that's a critical threat. Oh, that definitely hits. Roll to confirm. Okay, that's 9 plus 2, 11. That orc lost his shield and has minus 2 AC from being flanked. So, confirmed. That's a critical hit. And you get your sneak attack for flanking. So, roll your damage. Haha! That's 1d6 for the short sword, times 2 for the critical, plus 1d6 sneak attack. Thank you. That's 4 plus 5 plus 6, 15 damage. That's enough to put him down. So, how do you do it? I know he's expecting a big hit from rock. So, right when he lifts his arm to parry, I stab right under his ribs. The orc collapses to the ground in a pool of blood. Perfect. I choose rock to go next. All right, now where's that other crossbow goblin? Funny you should mention that, because this goblin raider tries to interrupt you. Roll an opposed initiative check against a 19. Damn it, 12. The goblin leans out from behind the boulder and looses another bolt at you. Dun. Oh, that's 16 plus 3. Definitely hits you, so that is 6 more damage from the crossbow. Ow! Oh, starting to feel it. I'm at 3 HP, guys. I'm injured, right? Yeah, you're injured at 25% of your HP, so that's minus 2 on d20 rolls, and you're impaled too. Ugh. Is the goblin done? The goblin drops the crossbow and runs into the woods. Ah! It's okay. We can let them run. They're just trying to keep us from getting to the tavern. Back to you, Rock. Oh, no, you don't. I use my first action to use my Neanderthal Athletic Recovery, so I heal up to 5 HP, and I'm no longer injured. Then I'm going to pull out one of my javelins and hurl it at that goblin. They're pretty quick. He's already about 80 feet away into the woods. Okay, so that's over 1 range increment away, and I'm impaled again, so minus 3 on my attack. Screw it. I'm not letting this guy get away. Oh, 18 plus 3, minus 3. 18 to hit. All right. 9 damage. The goblin lets out a final squeal as your javelin pierces through its back and pins it to the ground. Yeah! I choose Maya to act next. He never listens. I call out in Goblin, "Run away, little goblin, lest ye end up like your friends." We could do an intimidation check, but at this point, that goblin's morale is gone. It drops the crossbow and takes off running into the woods. As its footsteps recede, the calm quiet of the forest returns. All right, well done, gang. Now, let's go see if they had any good loot. There you go, one start-to-finish combat in logical fantasy gaming using the selective initiative system. I hope it helps. Please leave any questions you may have about combat or how to play down in the comments. And for more gaming content, you can check out the rest of our videos here. You can also head on over to our website, browse the rules, make a character, and download this free RPG at logicalfantasygaming.com. Now get out there and start adventuring. Happy gaming.